Yes, it is what it is. It's happening. Strict report on Ebona, the 103.5 FM this evening. And we are trying to make sense of it all, all we see in the news and all of that. But basically, we are pointing at the area, this particular, section where Simon Ekpa is trying to woo, President Donald Trump, towards his own cause at the end of the day. And also the fact that, federal government said you shouldn't pay attention to this man and all of that. So all of that, we are trying to make sense of it all this evening on this particular edition of Street Report on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. I am Martin Ifan Shuku Ekezie Ezanamba the first, and this is how I welcome you back to Street Report on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. So, talking about Simon Ekpa, we are talking about the architect of Monday Sit at Home in the southeast part, like southeastern part of Nigeria. And it is all for one cause, the cause that represents the plight of the Igbo person, and it is the for the cause of the, like, maybe the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kano, who is the embodiment of the suffering of the Igbo person today. So in other parts of Africa, everybody have the reason why they celebrate, Donald Trump. But in this part of the world, the reason why some people are going towards Donald Trump, like Simon Ekpa now, for example, is because of his cause, what he knows, the separatist movement of his and all of that. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Before we go any further, let me tell you that a lot of people can see it from the fact that this Trump's victory will impact global economy. And an analyst looked into it, and this is what he says: Donald Trump's victory in United States election will have financial impact on the global economy, especially countries as Nigeria, which depend on crude oil receipts to fix its economy. Senior market analyst with FXTM, Lukman Otunoga, has said FXTM is a global leader in online financial trading, investment, foreign exchange trading, creating opportunities for players to leverage a global market. The financial expert said victory of the Republican Party winner has triggered a spike in assets tied to Trump trade as US futures are flashing green with treasury yields jumping while Bitcoin has hit an all-time high. So that's how his victory is affecting the entire world. But there is another report that is talking about the fact that Simon Ekpa wants to woo, Donald Trump. So and he says Simon Ekpa woos Trump to endorse Biafra independence. Now, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic in exile, Simon Ekpa, has urged U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to recognize Biafra's bid for independence following his re-election victory. Ekpa, in a tweet on Wednesday, congratulated Trump and expressed hope that the United States would back Biafra's push for self-determination. Ekpa said it is his fervent hope that Trump's office will be one of the first to congratulate the United States of Biafra upon the declaration of the restoration of the independence by referendum. He added that the United States of Biafra looks forward to the USA's commitment to the principle of self-determination and the freedom of the people to choose their form of government. Congratulations to the USA President-elect Donald Trump on his re-election as the 47th President of the United States of America, Ekpa tweeted. As a reimagined nation, the United States of Biafra look forward to the USA's commitment to the principles of the self-determination and the freedom of the people to choose their own form of government. A lot to say when it comes to that, but he's trying to woo him with the congratulatory message, and at the same time, in the the congratulations message that the Nigerian government also gave, he also warned that Trump should stay away from EPA. But writing this on X to get to Donald Trump was not the only thing he did. Simon Ekpa writes Finland President over Biafra Declaration. Now listen to this. He says the Simon Ekpa led Biafra Republic government in Ezra has written to Finland President Alexander Stubb over the group's announced Biafra Declaration convention. Ekpa, in a statement of Wednesday through X, noted that the letter of intent was presented on Monday to Finland's President Alexander Stubb. According to EBA, the letter detailed the justifications on why the Biafra Declaration is a recipe for peace in Nigeria and the Sahel region of Africa. The letter of intent informed the Finland president to support the Biafra Independence Declaration because it is a recipe for peace in the Sahel region. EBA wrote on his official X account, the government of Biafra is contacting you to inform you that the overall aims and the goals of the Biafra Republic government in Israel and its international legal personality and dependent restoration of the United States of Biafra under the auspices of an internationally recognized referendum to be concluded the last week of the November 2024. Unlike other secessionist governments in Africa before and since, Biafra was recognized by 5 United Nations member states. The letter reads in part, this comes amid the increased agitation for Biafra independence in the past years. EPA had announced that from November 29 to 3rd, 2024, Biafra independence will be declared in a convention in Finland. Recall that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been under detention since 2021 over Biafra agitation. Efforts and appeals from several Igbo leaders for his freedom have not yielded fruit. So with all this move, I want to explain one simple thing. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. And I don't think the influence of Trump is so much in. Well, maybe I don't think even if Trump wants to do it to say, okay, Nigeria, oh yeah, or or break it away. I don't know, but it is not even in his hands to handle that. I don't think Nigeria is a sovereign nation that will not take orders from US, even if you say that is what is. I think what he will always do is to encourage diplomacy at the end of the day. But another thing we need to ask ourselves is the fact that, why is it that, when Ohanes Ndigbo pleaded with the federal government to extradite Simon Eba, they did so and it didn't work and all of that. Why it didn't, like, there is more to know. There is a lot we need to know about Simon Eba as an individual before we understand why these things are going down this way. The number one thing we should know about him is that Simon Ekpa, a Nigerian Finnish lawyer, political activist, and former athlete, was born on March 21, 1985, in Ohauku local government area of Ebonyi State. In 2003, Ekpa won a silver medal for Nigeria in 100 meters in the African Junior Athletics Championship in Cameroon. The arrested pro-Biafra agitator has lived in Lahti, Finland since 2007. He is a member of the National Coalition Party of Finland and was a candidate in the 2022 Finnish country elections. Ekpa gained visibility after he became the lead broadcaster for Radio Biafra after the arrest of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was later relieved of his duty after he was said to have breached the organization's rules. The separatist agitator was known for allegedly inciting violence in southeastern Nigeria through his broadcast and sit-at-home orders. So that's the thing we should know about Ekpa. But another thing that is to like we should know about him again is the fact that he also served as a transport minister, you know, in Finland. So when it comes to the Finnish government, he knows his place. He knows, he knows people when it comes to that. He's a politician in Finland. So reaching out to Donald Trump and reaching out to the president of Finland, what is that going to do? How is that going to enable the unconditional release of Mazen and the Kano? That's the number one question. We have a lot to talk about on this one, and then making sense of it. What should be the right direction for Ndibo? Since Ohanes Ndibo is also seeking for the extradition of this man because of what is going on in the southeast when it comes to the Monday sit at home, and when it comes to all of that, the security issue. So yeah, and that need to be fine and focus around us, a situation whereby yes, Donald Trump will win, go at the end of the day. So these moves are make and even Nigerian government make Simon Epa make and all of that. And I make a sense of the entire thing. We're not doing some of this move make go so far now kedu ka ọ ga-esi enable ka ọ ga-esi nyere aka ka e release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Then at the same time anyị na-etinye anya na the Monday sit at home ọ na-enyere anyị aka ka ọ na-emebili anyị furthermore as a people at the end of the day. Then reaching out to Donald Trump, the impact of the victory of Donald Trump towards we Igbo people, because now and impact towards everybody on earth. No, to say when America sneezes, the whole world catches cold. Like everybody everywhere else, we have to be everybody. So nkata anyị na-akpa ebe a na-abụ nkata ndị mafere nne nna nkata ga-adị strategic on a very good day. So ọbụla ọjọọ okwu nkwufusi na okwu ya bụ ekwusi amụta ife okwu ga-abụ ekwusi ewele ya chepo the polity yọtago okwu ya bụ ekwusi ewele ya dozie ife. So looking at all this angle from Simon Ekpa winning Donald Trump, what does that mean for us as Igbo people at the end of the day? So the numbers ị ga-akpọ kịta then you become part of the conversation is 08065796599. It is important that we talk about this. Huh? Anyway, with any nine if we go to so far, ị ga-elote na enwere was coming 08065 79.